So, to know what is Rajyoga, we should learn first the energy because everything what we are eating, seeing, thinking, doing, everything is a form of energy. And we should learn where we are investing our energy and how the energy plays its role in our life because there are lots of meditation concepts in the market. But why we are doing meditation? Just to concentrate, or how can it bring us peace? What's going to change the physiology, the internal chemically, what happens outside, what happens? Why there are so many problems in this world today? Why is instead of so many religions, instead of so many devotions, people are not getting what they want in their life? So we'll first know what, what are the forms of energy inside us and outside us and how it is playing role. The first thing that we are learning from our childhood is that energy, it cannot be created nor it can be destroyed. The basic that we learned in our childhood, and it can only change its form. Water changes to water vapor, it becomes cloud, again it becomes rain and fall down. So the cycle goes on. Energy transform into matter, matter goes into the in some or the other way chemical process or physiological process, again changing to energy, and again it the form of, so they are able to different forms of matter, they'll interact, they're in a cycle. And in thermodynamics also we saw work cycle. So potential energy, kinetic energy. So when a thing is at rest, it is having a potential energy. And when it starts moving, it converts its potential energy into kinetic energy. So they're different thing, but everything is cycled. The human body is also cycled. So it's a cycle of nature. That nature, when the soul comes in this world, this nature gives it a body of 5 elements. And after using this body, giving its food, we keep on adding energy. And it's also secrete out through uh, breathe, through uh, sweating. It releases energy outside. And then at last, when the body is burnt or buried, it again goes back to the nature and disappear. So everything is changeable. And in that, the main part which we can see is playing is light. Light is having very unique property. Like sound is also kind of energy, but the sound, it travels in the form of wave only. Heat, it travels in the form of wave only. But light is both particle and wave. And that makes it very important for many of the uh, things that we can achieve. Even the theory of attraction, law of attraction is based on this. All the whatever be the, whether it is shamanic, reiki, or whichever meditation process of this world, the base is so. If you see, the most of the tools of this world is based on the property of this property of light, may it be X-ray, because light has both particle property and a wave property. So when it travels, it's like a wave, but when it falls on any object, it's like a particle. So it has a small packet of energy which is called photon, and that is the basic of quantum mechanics. So when we are thinking of somebody, that reaches to other person, So that wave, that thought is also a light, and that goes to the other person, any corner of this world, and sometime we'll get back to know that okay, we get a call or somebody ask, how are you, like, so mostly mothers. So that is the basic of quantum mechanics, that how, where our attention goes, energy flows. And this light energy, of because of this, it, from our eyes, from our thought, because if you see traditionally, people used to say knowledge is light, but even knowledge is light, so how come people used to say it is light? Because our mind, when we think knowledge fully, knowledge is not the bookish knowledge, because even if we burn the whole books of this world, there will be heat but no light. So the knowledge is what wisdom we get from the truest of knowing ourselves, knowing the truth of this world. So that takes us from darkness to light. And when we are light, the light radiates from us and reaches to other person. So we'll know the inside of it. So Newton was the first who said that uh, light may be particle, but Albert Einstein argued and showed that refraction and reflection can be explained uh, if light is made up of particles. But Albert Einstein was not of the view. But now today, if we see most of the MCG, MEG, NMG, MNG, biophysical monitoring, biomarker detector, everything is based on light. And it has been showed that if we put light on our DNA, its structure changes. And around our body also, there's aura, there's a light all around, which helps to understand diseases. So if somebody aura is very less, very reduced, they are equal or near to death. If their aura is very nice and high, they have a very healthy life. Some blackish nature in their aura denote the kind of disease they can have. So, and how does the aura increase? How much raw material we take from the nature. As much as cooked item we take, that much aura, it won't add up anything to the aura. So all the thing scientists have found is based on both particle and light nature. The energy field around the human body is there, magnetic and electric field, electromagnetic, and the squid magnetometer is able to detect even the smallest magnetic field in the physiological activity of body. Even in brain there is electric impulse, magnetic impulse. In heart there are electric magnetic impulse. The neuron convey message from one cell to other through the electric impulse. So if you see this picture, this is the magnetic field which is shown through the instrument, and when you see inside, it looks like this: the color, the light. And there are two graph. This is healthy and this is patient with schizophrenia. So the healthy is having this kind of frequency. Blue is there and then yellow and red. But if you see the schizophrenia, it's yellow has reduced so much. So that helps to understand the diseases also, that what goes wrong in the patient. So how does it this physiological activity happens in the body, and how it get connected to light, will understand that. So the truth is that heart is more powerful than brain. Why? Because brain thinks but heart feels that. So heart is 100,000 times more stronger electrically and 5,000 times more stronger magnetically than brain. And it goes not only to 1 meter, 2 meter, but to several kilometer. Whatever we are feeling, that vibration goes. And each feeling has a frequency. What we are feeling, that will be our energy. And that is a light. You can see the color. So they say in a green color, even in Valentine's Day and all, the flower color is denoted with some feelings. There are some truth in this world floating, but the realization is not there. So when we are shameful, we are in lowest of energy. Guilt 30 hertz, grief 75, anger 150. The good things start with courage. When we feel courage inside us, it is 200. And then willingness to accept whatever is there in our life, willingness to change. This willingness, then our energy increases 310. Acceptance, reason, and when there's unconditional love in our life, 500 is our energy. When we have joy and peace in life, 600 hours, and when we reach enlightenment, 700 and plus. So when we will see the day we have more stress, we feel less capacity to work, or even we have more error in our work, so we feel more tired. So why does it happen? Because of the feeling gives us the energy. The energy travels to our each and every particle of our cell. So when we are in higher vibration, that is emotion. Emotion is the vibration, and our thought gives us the motivation. So when we are at the highest, we are recharged, refreshed, our muscles have energy gains, and we feel good, and the blood flow is very good. When blood flow is very good, oxygen traveling to each particle is very good, and each parts and organs of body, including brain, works very nicely. But if we are at the down part, here if we are in the last shame reason, muscle tighten, constrict, or atrophy happens, and muscle release, energy moves from negative to even region of where there's painful or bad moving downward. So we feel muscle pain long time, same stressed feeling, lactic acid deposition in our muscles. We feel more day by day, more fatigue, more tired. And that's why the reason why capacity in nowadays in offices also is decreasing, more and more stress. There is no way neither the corporate managers nor the employees have any plan for releasing the stress. They go by it, they carry it one day to another day to again another day. So what is happening? Their own body capacity is reducing, diseases are increasing. So we have to feel no. And here in this area of red and orange zone, that is anger, guilt, fear, sadness, hopelessness, numb, and shame. In this, there is very less healing. Healing happens very um, slowly, or even at equal to no. And when it is last, it takes us near to death. Helplessness we feel, apathy is there. But in this green zone, when there are little of positive, little of negative emotion. So we will have nervousness, worries, but there will be sometime little happiness. There will be some contentment and acceptance. There will be some obligation, self-esteem. There will be some challenges, but there will be some power and strength also. So in this, we have healing. But when we are in this blue reason, we are like living the life really. Wow, very nice. I'm luckiest person in this world. I have everything. So we should always try to uplift our emotion, but how? When all around only negativity, especially after this COVID, when everyone had to stay inside the home, it was very difficult for anyone to raise emotion. There is need of some source where we can get at least positive energy. So this is the scale that we saw there. This is the weak reason, and this is the strong reason. This is the destructive energy, craving, desire, anxiety, grief, regret, apathy, and some words also like boring. People used to say, no, it is boring. All this type of word is very uh, wrong words. Like we'll see the later the words. Pride is see the between things. So sometimes pride take us up. So the pride should be self-pride, which is called swabhiman, swabhiman, swabhiman. But sometimes the pride is for outside thing, for worldly thing, like my son, my wife, my husband, this my. But when it is our own self-esteem, like I am good, I'm satisfied, I am polite, I am peaceful. This is true pride. But the pride is, oh, my son is doing very good. My, I belong to a very rich family. I have everything. This kind of materialistic pride, it is destructive because that situation, that circumstances changes, it leads to setback and the many diseases. And that's why, sometimes for elders and all, heart attack happens when their son does goes against or daughter goes against because they had their pride associated with the outer thing, not inside. Now we'll see briefly like what are those words or feeling associated with each of those things. So when we have prolonged time of emotions like feeling miserable and uh, their moral values are disrupted and destroyed. And that is why the terrorists, extremists, serial killers, sexual offenders, and those, comes out in the society. How does they come? They are not born like that. Though their emotion level was down, degraded for longer time, maybe from childhood. And that's why they turn out to be one of those kind of personality. So guilt, which is very low. It is like feeling of blaming oneself. We blame ourselves. Somebody come and say, why did you did this? We shout and we say, yes, I am only wrong. I am only bad in this house. I am only doing everything wrong. You will blame me only. We start blaming ourselves. So that causes more shame, more destruction. We are destructing ourselves. Then apathy of hopelessness and helplessness. We try to reach out to someone and but we don't know how to express. Sometimes we call somebody and want to express our feeling, but we just keep quiet in our own negativity will be. Then grief, it is little bit more energy, but still it is negative. We are dominated by regret, loss, sadness, and that is depression, which is manifested as depression. We feel that some energy, despite being dominated by negative feelings, some energy is there. If somebody death has happened, some loss of property has happened, there's grief, or somebody did not do good in the exam. For a long time they are trying. There will be worry, anxiety, fear of rejection, failure. And then come desire. Desire is too bad nowadays in this world. People say if we don't have desire, how can we motivate it? No. So it is around centered around greed and sometimes addiction. So we get something in life, we keep on, then desire goes on to something. chahiye, want, I want this, I want that, I want that. And sometimes it become addiction. Somebody goes about certification, somebody goes about alcoholism, drugs, somebody goes about money. So it become addiction when this greed becomes too much, centered about only one thing. Somebody even goes about some different kind. Nowadays, too much is there. So ambition is good, but it should be healthy ambition. Feel satisfied. Okay, I have this motive. Okay, I want to become, but my inner self growth should also be there. That is for outside. Okay, I need a stable life, so I will pursue this. But there should be also one kind of social, moral uh, desire associated with that. Somebody want to become doctor, then not only for money, there should be something good also you want to do with that. But when it becomes selfishness in that desire, the desire goes negative. And then hate, anger. So hate, when we hate something, like we hate lies, we get angry. Why you are lying? When we hate dirtiness, we get angry. Why you're making this dirty? So hate is the first emotion at this level. And then we get angry when we don't find it as per that. And it leads when we are facing the same situation again and again, frustration, resentment, and the pride. It is the highest level of destructive energy. Why? Because it's like it's high energy, little high energy. You are 170 hertz, 175 hertz, but it makes you come down to zero suddenly. It's like falling, sudden fall, and that's why heart attack and sudden shock happens. Denial, because it produces arrogance, and when denial comes, it leads to sudden destruction, sudden downfall. It's very fragile. And then comes neutrality, 250 hertz. So neutral means you have trust and stability in you. So will not be judgmental. Will see everything. And this is the energy level which begins with inner confidence. We feel stay happy without being attached to position and situation, and can settle for something in this energy. Then willingness, we try to, in this only rapid acceleration of growth started, we open to try new things. In the career, we goes towards trying the new area, and we can overcome our inner resistance. So fear, all those kind of thing which resist us from changing our field also sometime, that goes off. And the acceptance, we accept whatever is my situation, whatever is my condition, I am only responsible. I am only the reason of my destiny, and I can only change my destiny. Then only our transformation happens. And then the reason that we are marked with rationality and intelligence. But again, too much of rationality is not good. Then again we'll fall down, as like in pride we fell down. And then love, unconditional love, which is very rare in this world. There's always some demand, something that we want in every relationship also, even to the God also. Something is needed. If not, it turns to be atheist. And then joy, inner joy. At this level, people will start experiencing joy in the company also. The spread, and it's very rare for people, but we can achieve. It's not impossible. This joy through Raajyoga meditation. It will be flow of this joy. But scientists say that we can experience this joy only in divine consciousness and near death experiences. When people had near death experiences, they went in a white light, and they experienced extreme joy when they came out of this world in the body of light, away from this physical world. But being in this world, we can achieve this divine consciousness which people think did came only for very high personalities like Buddha, Jesus, Krishna. Not like that. And peace is within us. We'll see how scientists say it is very difficult to attain peace. Why? Because we are searching it outside. There is no peace outside the world. It's within us. And enlightenment. Enlightenment is knowing yourself and knowing the divine. And when you know, you are connected. And when you're connected, you are enlightened. We can achieve this level of energy. So, this energy is associated with atomic level to the very core of this atom. Nucleus is there, electron is there, protons are there. In an atom, an electron moves around the nucleus. And when you have, suppose you are heating any matter, so what happens? The atom absorbs the energy and goes to higher orbit, and it revolves in that higher orbit. But when you cool down something, the electron releases energy and goes to the lower orbit, constrict. So that's how water become ice, and ice become water, and water become vapor. So in the same way in our body also it happens. When we are in higher energy, our atoms also inside the body gains the energy and it goes higher, and the our area, our frequency increases. And that's the reason of quantum mechanics. The energy flows to longer distance. So now we see the system of the body, how the physiology of body is made up of. So atom makes the molecule makes the chemical makes the cell makes the tissue makes the organ makes the organ system, and then the body. So how this atom is related to our full body. Any changes, energy changes, any changes in motion is affected at atomic level, but we don't know that we are changing the atoms of our body itself. Then how come diseases will not happen? How come the immune system of body will not get affected? Our cell, we as a whole, our body is a soft technology, and each cell of our body record and stores the information time of as a chemical information. So we are feeling happy, there is some chemical released, just stored. And when we suppose some incident makes us happy and some incident makes us sad, that incident repeating again, that information got stored in the body, and even if we are thinking of that, same chemical is released. Suppose somebody death happened in the family, and we are extremely sad, and that chemical released and that information was stored in the nucleus. Okay, this was the emotion, and that time this chemical was released. Next time again, when we are just thinking of that sad scenario, again the same chemical will release, because brain cannot differentiate between what happened in reality and what we are thinking is not real. It again take it as it's happening in reality. So when we think of good thing more, the more chemical released is of happiness. And this transaction keep on happening, keep on storing in our body. And each cell of our body releases and absorbs photons and light. That's how the information travels from one cell to another, or from one person to another. So when we come near to one person, the flame of love arises, the people says no. So how does it happen? That when somebody who are, even we don't know anyone, suddenly they meet, they feel some very close relationship. Why? Because of this photon light energy, the vibration being catched by the cells of the body. And also we have antennas in the cell which broadcast the information. And each DNA and genes receive the broadcast information, store it, and it goes from generation to generation also. So what is the ancestral sin that we call it as? If there was something negative that is stored in their cell with continuous exposure to the same, it travels to the children, generations. And that is the ancestral sin we talk about. That there is that aura, because what is stored in a body is radiated also, and that forms the aura around us. And that aura attracts the things from outside world that we don't know also that it's doing. And in our body, this continuous production of stem cells, and stem cells become other cells. So suppose we were exposed to some sad situation, that chemical being released in the same stem cells, those stem cells are in the process of making cells of other parts of the body, and then they go and travel, and those information of releasing those type of chemical also goes to those body parts. And that's why what happens in the womb when baby is there, it is told, think good, speak good, listen good, everything good. So that good thing is released, and the baby when the body become born and full structure, the information, the chemical released is good in the brain, in all parts of the body, because their formation is going on. Same way in our adult body also stem cells are there. So sometimes no smoking, no drinking habit, but still they get lung cancer or big diseases. How? Because of emotions. Those emotions went into the stem cells and to its respective organs, and started creating destruction in that organ, in bone, in brain, in liver. So one DNA is stored in all cells. Once stem cells DNA is altered, it will reach to all cells of the body. It may be heart cell, cardiac cell, red blood cell, or in intestine or stomach, or in muscle, or in neurons or brain. So even some, you will see that nowadays children, how much ad will come, keto, impact guru, and lots of donation sites, like so many children getting birth with so much of defect. Why? Because no emotion, positive emotion, and they are also carrying their negative emotion from their ancestors, and then other again mother, so and then surrounding. So whole total they don't get proper formation of their body, and they're born with lots of diseases. Why the C-section has increased? So how a cell is affected, our emotional health, environment, how much exercise and fitness thing we do, what we eat, how much healthy we eat, how we are earning also, what company we are having, and the toxin of the environment and transcription factor like outside, because of pollution, some ultraviolet light and all those, or some chemicals can also make the changes in the DNA. So Hippocrates told, if you want, before you heal someone, ask whether he's willing to give up the things that made him sick. If we have wrong feeling for somebody, we are burning in that. I won't forgive this person. He hurted me, he hurted me, he hurted me. We are hurting ourselves. That person, that emotion will reach to that person surely. But first of all, we are depositing the toxin in ourselves, and that makes us sick. So unless until we don't release that emotion that is making me sick, nobody can heal us, no doctor can heal us. What causes diseases? Bad protein, bad signal. Bad protein is formed through thoughts and emotions, and bad signals through toxins or bacteria, virus, any chemicals, any food, anything. So when all things are the waves are of our thought, emotion, everything is like coherent, health is there. Any disturbance, disease happens. It may be itching, it may be sneezing, anything. But we always blame like viruses coming from outside. Virus cannot enter a healthy body if their emotional level is higher. And that's why, what is the difference between a god and a human? Suppose a Devi, Devta, anybody come here, their aura is strong. No negativity can enter their aura. But a degraded, emotionally degraded human, their aura is so weak. Anything, even very slightest of negative energy, can affect them so easily. So they have many personalities born who lived very long life, and one was this person named Li Ching, who lived almost 256 year or 197 year. He did 10 marriages or 15 marriages, and he had more than 90 children. But he was very happy and lived longer. Why? He did not take any stress. He had no desire. Even though these many children, we have one child also, we have lots of desire. He should do good, he should do this, he should do that. But he had this many children, but no desire. This many wife, but no tension. So like that many personality born and the ratio of their lifespan, why they had this much of life was only this, that their emotional level was very high. They did not go to the, always they lived in the blue region. And there is a video where I will try to share that video once again. In that video, you'll see that healing happened for tumor with just 3 words in 3 minutes. So you will see this decreasing as this area of cancer. It will disappear. So they have taken the picture, and now this is another real-time picture on left side. So it is like video going on, live video, as they will enchant started. So we'll see it's disappearing. See, it's disappeared. Yay! Minutes will continue tomorrow. So we'll see this 1 or 2 slides. In this, our 95% of brain is already occupied with our instinct, our experience, acquired behavior, belief systems. Because long birth after births, and long ages, we lived in the same thought. And actually, it is showing 5%, but I feel only 1% only there is a left out part of brain where there is creativity. So thoughts are electric and feelings are magnetic. It affects us. Now what we need to do is what people call is Ravan. There is actually no physical body with 10 heads. But what is Ravan and who is Ram? Ram is the good thought that inspires you, and Ravan is that which drives you towards calm, growth, lobh, moh, and ahankar. That is lust, anger, or ego, uh, greed, and attachment. That makes us full negative. And Ram is that inspires us. That is desire free life, anger free life, peace, politeness, satisfaction, goodness, even though whatever happens outside. That is Ram. That it has been shown that he was given 14 years of this, but still he was good. So whatever happens, we have money, we don't have money, our personality remains the same. We have the situation that makes happy, that situation is not there that makes us happy. But the happiness is within us. Nobody can steal that. So we'll do 5 minutes meditation and then we'll start from tomorrow. If you have time, ma'am, we can continue to finish this full slide or we'll do tomorrow, whatever you say. Shall we continue today or tomorrow? This is the longest slide actually. Later on, it won't be this much of. I think you are in mute. Please sit relaxedly with eyes open. Take a deep breath and release slowly. With our mind eye, we'll go within our brain and visualize that inside brain there is a blackboard. Daily, one or the other situation get imprinted on this blackboard. This will keep on coming and going. Nothing is permanent in this world. Smile and see that with the light of smile, that blackboard get erased. It's blank. It's light of happiness. This light of light feeling spreading to whole of my body. Each muscles are getting relaxed. Face relaxed. Shoulders relaxed. Full of light. Positivity. Arms relaxed. Each fingers relaxed. Neck, chest, heart, calm and smooth. Stomach, digestion, perfect. Kidneys, perfect and healthy. Eyes relaxed. Legs, knees relaxed. Toes relaxed. Full of light. Now visualize with this light body I'm flying and I reached between nature and I sat under a waterfall. Waterfall of positive energy. See the white light of water is falling on me and filling further with positive energy. All stress gone. Extra energy. Extra oxygen to breathe. Healing is past. Whatever comes today, I have peace within me, love within me, strength within me. I can handle anything. I'm loveful. I'm peaceful. I'm joyful. I'm thankful. Thankful to my life. I'm thankful to God. I'm thankful to people around me. They inspire me to go towards positive. Everything is perfect. Today is a great day. I'm luckiest person in this world. I'm pure, powerful. The aura around me is very powerful. No negativity can enter it. God is with me. His protection is with me. I will return back to the physical body and see this energy spreading to full physical body. Positive being, a healthy being, and I see others also like that. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti.